for that,
Ready.
Steve. Oh man, I'm excited though. We're gonna get Coach Brom today at 11
o'clock.
Oh man, 5-0, top 25, and have wins of substance.
Nikki V in the booth.
They want the boot.
Verily I say unto thee, lads, it was a wonderful weekend. The mead was a-flowing, the wenches were about, and everyone had a grand time. Huzzah!
Gosh, dude, he was LARPing yesterday. Did you know that?
It was Renaissance Fair. I wasn't full LARPing. It's like diet LARPing.
Nick was at the Renaissance Fair. You know, he was running around like, potion, death.
I would cast fire right now on Steve, but there's a soundproof, non-soundproof window between us.
Explain this to me.
I had a turkey leg the size of a building.
Okay, so let me basically, first off, let's start with this. Let me show you Nick from last night.
Your boy can rock a pair of pantaloons.
Let me see.
Let me just say.
Let me go back to Jeanette's picture she sent me. Dude. There it is. Okay. All right, I found it. Sorry, I had to get through all the dirty pictures.
She was rocking elf ears yesterday.
That was Nick.
I'm just saying.
Oh, that's sexy.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I forgot I was on the air. That was Nick yesterday.
That's our producer.
That was Nick.
Being awesome.
Yeah. Nick was running around. He was like, oh. And when one of his people was hurt, he was like, oh, vaccine. And they were like,
testing, man.
They were like, oh, better. And then they would, never mind. Give it about an hour, they would find them somewhere.
Most people were watching
Fireball.
awesome NFL football games yesterday.
Yeah.
I did watch my Jets get screwed by the refs. That was cool. Still wearing pantaloons. I was watching that.
Wow. We're going to talk about that later. We actually agree with you on that. Jets got screwed last
They did get screwed. Zach Wilson looked downright competent.
It's kind of scary, actually. We're going to have a whole conversation about that, though. First weekend of gambling reminded me why I stopped gambling, so that was fun. Don't cut that for the reads.
Huzzah.
Yeah.
8150 93.9. Feel free to jump in here. 38 31 93.9. Feel free to text in here. Moneyline Maven will be later on, so we'll discuss the gambling.
Total failure.
Excuse you? We don't even know yet. We haven't even been through the results. Can we wait till a segment to even go through the results? Moneyline Maven?
No, I'm ready to move on. It's Notre Dame week. Moneyline Maven failed. Let's go. Happy Monday.
Steve is determined to make this the worst show humanly possible.
I'm like, who cares? Hey, who cares? I mean, NC State was they suck.
What did you enjoy about NC State game?
Oh my God. Nothing and everything at the same time.
Let me go first.
Okay.
Let me just give let me give a cross section. Okay. For those who don't know, people, a cross section. This is a point in the game where something is done or said, right, that it tells the whole story without telling the story.
I don't believe you texted her. Says you want $3,500 this weekend off the bonus bets.
You just hate.
I need screenshots.
Cross section
Pixar didn't happen. Seriously.
comes directly from the halftime video.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Great video. Is that not one of the best?
It was awesome. We have become accustomed to super fiery speeches, good pregame speeches out of Coach Brom, good post-game speeches. And I mean speeches, okay? When they showed the halftime, right, Coach Brom looked like one of those moments like, I don't have a speech for you, but he repeated something about 3-4 times that got shown in the video.
Mm-hmm.
Fight to the very end.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying it not in speech form. Hey, just need to fight to the very end.
Yeah.
And that was like what he was telling them leaving out of that halftime, right? So you think about this. There was three plays that made you feel like you were not going to lose this game. The touchdown, which we absolutely got screwed out of, could have ended up costing us this entire game. That was a touchdown.
Yeah.
That was a touchdown. And what good is review if that's not a touchdown? That's a damn touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
What was their ruling on it? Saying that
It doesn't.
whoever hits the ground first.
I'm not saying this to you.
Yeah.
I don't care what came out of their microphones. I don't care what came out of their microphones.
Well, ironically,
I agree
nothing
with
came
you. It
out
was a
of
touchdown.
their microphones because they literally said, "Just keep it." Go ahead.
Incomplete pass.
They were scared. They called the only, like I heard Diener say this morning. They called the only thing it couldn't have been.
Incomplete.
Yeah. If that's the one thing, two guys come down. I mean, well, two guys catch it. Jaden Thompson takes the. I mean,
He took the ball.
if anything, call it an interception and say Jaden Thompson took it back in the air. Like, I mean, it's one of the like it was a touchdown.
That's
There's
what
no way
the rules
around
guy
it.
was saying. Like
Yeah.
by letter of the law, if you were going to interpret it that way, whoever touches the ground first with it, technically, I think that's what they said.
Yeah, but
Now I agree with you.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was a touchdown. Can I ask you guys a question? Not to deviate too far, but
Sure.
was Andre Ware rooting for the Cards last night,
He is
or
the worst.
not rooting for the Cards?
is the
Because there were
absolute
times I thought I was like, "Oh, he's got money on us, baby," and then other times I was like, "Damn, Andre."
No,
Like,
he was.
bruh.
He is the worst. If I never have to, he's up the top of my list. If I never have to watch a game with, I'll never. Actually, I won't. I'll never listen to a game with Andre Ware.
I
again.
did not listen. But when I went back and watched the game,
Yeah, he was terrible.
I got the chance to hear him.
Yeah, it was awful.
I mean, it's with Andre Ware and commentary. It's we need to have a talk.
Yeah,
Because I would want to put this on his brain. If there's somebody from the Louisville department, let's just say you do the pregame, right? You know when guys are just doing the prep work. If I'm Josh Hurd, I stop by the booth,
mm-hmm.
just say hello. Hey man, you like getting our fans pretty worked up? What do you mean?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, just put something on his mind. Like, hey man, well, you've done about 2 of our games, and you know this is the second coming of
Yep.
Bill Cowher on defense, and on offense. So, you know, you were making Brennan Armstrong, Tim Tebow, only better. It's just like, just through the whole game.
And even just your I mean, do you remember
momentum? Yeah, the momentum thing.
you get?
They're making they're staying in it or
I mean,
to stay around.
At one point, he said, I mean, the Louisville offense is playing terrible, and I mean, and NC State, I mean, they're just gaining confidence on offense. At that point, NC State hadn't got a first down yet. What are you talking about? And then you go back to 2 clips for me. Go back to Jahar Jordan scoring against Georgia Tech, and he's like, "There's no flags."
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, on the
And then
big
this
one.
one, Brock Travelstead kicks the field goal, and he goes, "It's got enough leg."
And that was it.
Yeah, it was like, man, you sound like you're just the world.
And
is
it didn't.
just
And here's the thing: it didn't sound like a money on the game thing.
No.
It sounded like something else.
See, that was that's where that, because I know exactly what you're talking about. It's got enough leg. The guy's about to hit a program record field goal.
Yeah.
Like, and I couldn't tell if that was like the nervousness of having money on the game, because earlier in the game he was like, plenty of time. Like when the Cards were about to start a drive, I think like late in the first quarter or something like that. So I couldn't tell like if he was on our side or if it was one of those things he was pissed off. Good things were happening for UNL.
And again, when you go back and listen, now you take the emotion out. You're just like, okay, he's not really. You're just watching the game. You're watching the game, and like I said, if he went back and listened to himself, it's one of those things like he might say, okay, I kind of do sound like you know how you maybe you just don't have any rooting interest in these 2 teams, and for some reason you just like this team. Georgia Tech was the home team, and North Carolina State was the home team, and maybe you just got sucked up in the energy.
Maybe that's his like, and I'm not as someone who just did his second round of play-by-play, shameless plug over the weekend. Like, it's hard.
did a good job.
Like, thanks. I don't know about that, but at least I have everyone's jersey memorized now. Like, it was, maybe that's just his thinking thing.
Yeah.
You know, he hasn't found his voice yet. You know, he's
like I
still
said,
kind of new.
It's easy for him to, like I said, you could just get caught up in the home team vibe, you know, and just something you got to work on.
And there's this part of it, and then we'll move on from Andre, where he's just really not good at his job. I mean, like at the end of the game, did you hear him? Louisville can kneel on it and win the game. You know, it's over. And he's like, well, I mean, it's third down. You got to think Louisville, man, probably should line up for a field goal here and go ahead and ice this thing. He said that, Marcus.
If that's the case, then Nikki, you won. I bend the knee to your
he said that. And everybody's
if you even that means he was holding out in his mind. I need points.
Yeah, because everybody else was like, yeah, or you could just kneel on it again and win the game. Like, why would I kick a field goal here?
Yeah, well, when I go back and listen to that,
which I will say the gambling aspect of it was scary in that game for me.
Both games.
There's both games. Yeah, we'll pack those two together later.
Okay, so then there's the next. Okay,
next.
Okay, no, wait.
Did you say next?
No.
I can't say next game.
No, not yet.
Notre Dame.
Coming out of the locker room,
Gotcha.
He made a point to say finish all the way to the end.
Mm-hmm.
The touchdown play, the extra effort to the finish. That's one. Chris Bell, touchdown.
Oh, man.
Fight for the football. Fight for the football. Fight for the football. Through the catch. Maintain it through the catch.
Mm-hmm.
The long trick play. Steve, I want you to confess right now.
No, I thought it was a great call. I was like, the whole time. Yeah. The whole time I was on the phone with Marcus.
Nikki.
I was like, Jeff Brom.
Listen. I want you to confess, and I want you callers confess. 8150-93.9 is our number. 3831-93.9.
Yeah, baby.
You yelled and cursed at my coach on the flea flicker or of the reverse, triple reverse screen. You cursed at my coach. And on the 53-yarder, you cursed at my coach after Brock Travelstead missed one early.
I bet you callers did. Bet you texters and callers did.
Nikki,
y'all was probably hating.
I could feel I'm telling you, I'm connected to the city, and I felt people cussing at my coach during.
Well, you were on the phone with me, so you know it wasn't me. It was definitely. I don't question Jeff Brom in the middle of a game
ever.
Yeah. I thought the trick play was fantastic as it was happening. And I was like, line up and kick it.
I want confessions. Where did Jeff Brom make you look stupid in this game? Where did he make you shut your filthy little mouth in this game? 8150-93. I want to see who's man enough and who's woman enough to confess on today's air. Where did you think Jeff Brom was screwing up, and you instantly said, that's why he's coach?
Yeah, it's shameful. If you have to call in and say you did, that's shameful.
So Chris Bell, the interception, the throwback where they held the play together. You know, it looked dicey. They held it together. They fought all the way through. I think it was one other contested catch where they got into it's my younger wide receiver, number 3.
Chris Bell, the deep one down
Coleman.
the corner.
Yep.
Oh.
Coleman got into another fight for one. So those couple of plays where they were just contested plays where I want this football more than you. And think about if you watched your football team have 4 or 5 contested plays where we just out physicaled and fought all the way through, fought for the ball all the way through on the play. That is man to man. My coach gave you one message, and it took that message into just it's a good matchup. And again, talent wise, no, we're more talented, but that was but NC State brought the juice.
Yes.
They brought the juice. Their crowd brought the juice. So you have to give them that little shot of hormone or testosterone. You know, they had the boost to help them overcome some of their talent deficiencies. But our fight through everything, and again, I thought it was beautiful to take the exact last words and last ideas and apply that to key plays in the second half to make all the difference in the world. So yeah, that was, I thought, like, cross-section wise, big picture wise, the coach relationship, I think it really, really showed in those couple of plays.
Yeah, I mean, it made, it brought you back to, you always just say, if you don't see that clip, you say, man, I bet Brom just ripped them in half. It's like he probably just screamed at them and then they played good. And it's like, no, there was a method behind the madness. Now, I'm sure he did rip them a little bit before that.
Yeah, or he was poised enough to say, hey, we've called some good plays.
Yeah.
He cannot say this to the kids, but he knows, hey, we got screwed on that holding call. We're getting a couple bad breaks now. Like, I didn't think, like I said, we missed Jahar up the sideline, right?
Absolutely.
Hey, Chris Bell, catch that ball across the middle. Be a professional. But asking you to be a professional is saying we're gonna get that look again.
Well, because Jack, we'll get to Jack. But yeah, I mean, there was a couple plays that you still felt like, I mean, hey, we've got something here. And let me give credit really quick. My thought the entire process of the game was, there's no way the defense can keep holding, like holding the line. Like, I was like, they got called for holding when their hands to the face when they were getting tackled to the ground, but needless to say. But it was
that's the worst call. Yeah, that call Ashton. Can you grab that, Nikki?
There was multiple calls. That was some of the worst calls.
The Ashton Gelati hands to the face call was a manipulating call. It felt like a manipulative call.
But you have to start out giving credit, and we're kind of
David
jamming everything in because we do got Coach Brom at 11.
David,
I mean, you just kept thinking they're eventually going to give up on, like, and what are you going to do? And they didn't. Like, he didn't. The entire and when you go in there and you hear Stephen Herron at halftime, and he's like, offense, let's go. Like, he's not like, man, what y'all doing? It was like, hey, y'all just need one.
Said we're moving the ball. We just need one.
Just need one. We got it. We got it over here. And it was like, and they did. Like, they did. They didn't. I mean, not that the defense would be at fault, but I mean, they didn't have the one drive where the offense finally scores.
The defense.
We'd be 2-3 talking about what are we going to do next? Can we make a bowl?
Like, we'd be saying small differences here or there.
Yeah.
Make all the difference. Oh my
God. I feel like we got a good thing now. Oh.
David, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Yes, thank you for taking my call. I wanted to speak on a few things that the football team. I know there were some plays that got away from us, but more important is that I see this year's team or teams taking on a personality that they can fight through different adversities of the game. From three phases. For me, it's that when you're winning big, you still can come back out and be humble and come out and play just as hard the following game. When you're playing behind and you have to have a team that come back and have resilience and some fortitude there. We've played from behind and we've fought to come back. And then when there's, just a game that, probably up in the air a little bit, that you find ways to pull it off, the adjustments and the players out there are committed to one another. You see more camaraderie from one another. It looks like a whole complete unit and I still feel like Louisville has not put a complete game together on every phase, but you can see the maturations of everything coming together. As long as we stay healthy, I think that this team got a lot more growing to do. And we're more physical. You see the more fight. Like you said earlier about the plays of the receivers not having alligator arms because they know they're fighting for the ball. through the play, through the catch, through the bumping and grinding. They still going forward. So thank you for taking my call, and I appreciate it. And have a good day, y'all.
Absolutely.
My team is not bumping and grinding out there.
Physicality was awesome. Physicality was awesome.
Pissed. I'll see one out there twerking.
TikToks.
Yeah. No, the physicality on both sides of the ball was good. The way our running backs run downhill. I mean, how many times did you see? I mean, you saw Maurice Turner do it. You saw
Isaac Garendo. He got out in the flats, kind of,
and finished.
Really finished
the runs, man. And we know what Jordan can do. I mean, he's running like a man possessed this year. But I mean, every time, our receivers, they're finishing plays.
JL.
JL, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Chris friggin' Bell. He showed his bootius maximus. I'm going to tell you what, these guys were still hitting in the second half. And I said to myself, they're really going to want us to lose once they see the physicality still coming in the second half and the won't quit, won't stop attitude. And also, they stuck with it. The testicular tube was on full display. And all the fans were like, yay, yay. And in the second half, everything was like, no, no, no. We've seen this story before, fellas. I told y'all. I feel it. Another year at the Cardinal, possibility. I'm out. Good day, brothers.
Appreciate the call. Appreciate the call. Let me take a second to tell you the wait is over. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner, NFL is now live in Kentucky right in time for the NFL season. Now that you can legally bet on all your favorite sports anytime and anywhere right here in Kentucky with DraftKings for a limited time. New customers who sign up with promo code DeVille will receive $200 instantly in bonus bets. DraftKings has the best features, including same-game parlays, player props, and more with fast and easy payouts right at your fingertips. Monday night, Seattle.
Yeah,
Seattle and who?
The Giants.
The Giants.
Yeah. That could be
Yeah. Seattle Giants. Yep. There's your opportunity. Yeah. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers can use promo code DeVille. Get $200 instantly in bonus bets when you place a $5 bet on anything in Kentucky. Only in DraftKings Sportsbook with code DeVille. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 18 and over. Physically present in Kentucky. Eligibility and restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/KY. Quick commercial break on 939 DeVille. Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs.
Does it need an emergency light on it?
Tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs.
It's fucking tap water, dog.
At 10
It's the best tap water in the country. But, it truly is, but, yeah.
Food truck and other catering services.
Yeah, sure. School time. That thing that they're doing. Yeah. League Haircuts. They continue to give you the best haircut value in the Ville. Every Tuesday and Wednesday, 5-0 Tuesdays. Get $5 off a haircut ticket of 2 or more. Bring the whole family. 2 area locations, J-Town at 12613 Taylorsville Road and Fern Creek at 6508 Bardstown Road. Serving the Ville for over 20 years. Play hard and look good at Big League Haircuts.
Looking for new flooring to enjoy your home more and increase your home value? Corfage Floor Covering has you covered with in-stock inventory and installers who do quality work. We'll come to you, bring samples, and find a product that fits your needs and budget. Call me on my cell phone, 643-6111. That's 643-6111. I don't want you to be okay with your floor. I want you to love it.
Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming. And whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
Matzo Pie, Louisville's best kept secret, is coming to a 1020 craft brewery near you. The perfect combination of flavor, tasty sourdough, and thin crust pizza paired with local craft beer. Keep it independent, Louisville. Matzo Pie and 1020 Craft Brewery are your absolute go-tos for local brick oven pizza and craft beer. Now open at Douglas Loop in the Highlands and at 1020's flagship brewery in Butchertown. Visit matzapie.com for more.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel.
Are we royalty free today?
And Construction is locally owned and
Okay. I mean, I could pull up royalty free. Your call. Okay, cool.
also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
Kentucky, the moment we've been waiting for has arrived. Download Caesars Sportsbook app today using code RADIOGET. That's one word, RADIOGET. Then when you place your first bet of $50 or more, you'll get $250 in bonus bets. Offer valid and must be physically present in Kentucky. 21 plus. New users only. Ends 10/30. Must register using eligible promo code. First bet after registration must qualify. Minimum bet $50. Each bonus bet expires 7 days after receipt. Gambling prohibited. See Caesars.com/promos. The full time. Able to stop before you stop. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLE. Caesars Sportsbook, the only sportsbook app with Caesars rewards.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Kentucky has 80,000 miles of roadway. That's a lot of pavement. It's also a lot of looking out for your neighbor. Being a safe driver means yielding to pedestrians and cyclists, especially when turning, stopping for pedestrians at crosswalks, giving bikes safe distance, and always keeping your eyes on the road. Drive safe, Kentucky. A message from the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
Hey, Cards fans, do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you. Welcome back. It's Good Days with Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. My man Nikki the Boot with the fire tracks. Speaking of fire, temperature control is and always will be one of the most valuable resources one could have. And if you agree with that sentiment, then DFH Company is most certainly the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Make sure you look into the Mitsubishi Mini Split like the one we use here at the 93.9 Studios for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Why do you have to be so juvenile? Turn down the air condition all the way down.
What?
Why do you do that?
What?
Dude, is it hot as hell in here?
No, it's perfect in here.
And you in there maybe.
See?
I'm
Steve
burning
is-
up back
Steve
here.
It's only 69 in the Players
See
Club.
what I'm saying?
Maybe
I thought it was only 69 in the Players Club.
it is, but I'm in the back room of the Players Club.
I
like
can't believe
71
that fan
back
is still
here.
alive.
I saw this
Dude.
this meme.
That is true.
It's just this like weathered old dude from like Mad Max, and it says the fan that's been on in my house since 2019.
I actually do a good job. We're box fan people, so I do a good job. We kind of every once in a while I'll just take the box fan apart, clean it up, and
Nice.
Why was I looking at the home? I got okay. Right, this is a quick segment. I got worked up twice.
Okay.
Number one, I was just telling Steve about during the break. Indiana, you got to do better.
Okay.
I haven't been over to Indiana in at least 2 years, right?
Naturally.
At least 2 years. I have not crossed over that water.
Because who wants to go to
Steve,
I would think you would love to go to Indiana. It's God's country.
where he's from.
That's fair. I was born in Indiana. So.
Yeah.
Don't
Sellersburg, Indiana, baby.
Well, it was Michigan City, but
I went to
stomping grounds.
the Indiana, and Phil Baker, I hope you're listening.
Yeah, I hope you're listening, Phil. Has Phil got food coming in today?
I went to the Burlington.
Phil's on vacation this week,
What?
so we don't have to deal with his giggling ass.
Is he really?
He's on vacation, yeah.
He picked Notre Dame week to go on vacation.
I don't think it was his call. It was his call, for what it's worth.
Like even I would have been like, nah, we're gonna have to pick another week.
This is a bad week for
Like
vacation.
we're hitting up Gatlinburg in a few weeks, but you want to know what's going on that Saturday? Well, don't worry, I will actually be on the air that week. All jokes aside.
Bye week.
Yeah, it's bye week. I'm like, yeah, I can do some shows from the hotel. It's bye week,
I went all the
We
way
haven't get
to
that approved.
Indiana.
I haven't got that approved yet.
She's
Working on it.
No, that's what I said.
Avery, Kansas City. Okay. I went to Burlington. Everybody knows I enjoy a nice little thrift trip to Burlington.
Yeah,
Nice. Yes.
Indiana, Burlington sucked. I had this plan
Whoa.
to make sure to get up.
why is he like Mr. Indiana now? Like, dude, chill out. You haven't been there in 20 years.
Dude, I went to bus racing at Sportsdrome on Friday. That's right.
In 88?
Your boy's got Renaissance level range. I went to bus racing Friday night.
Did you start feeling better later in the day?
You talking about?
Like after work was over?
No, wait. I went. No, it was Saturday.
Oh,
It was Saturday.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. No, that's good. No, it was Saturday. It legitimately was Saturday.
You mean the Friday that you missed work?
I mean, yeah, I was really sick Friday. Like I was like super sick Friday.
See, that was the range I had. I was super sick Friday. Then I went to bus racing Saturday,
Yeah, you
and
got
then I wore
busted, all right.
pantaloons on Sunday.
Yeah, busted. Oh,
I like Elfiers. What can I say?
Hey, oh yeah, go ahead.
Burlington.
Okay,
It sucked.
okay.
It sucked, and I had anxiety even going to Indiana because I hadn't been there in so long. I'm like, well, and look, I'm not going across the toll. I didn't know the toll.
Oh, yeah, you'll get a little envelope.
No, I went Second Street.
It don't matter. You know how many of those I've got. I don't even know if I should say that on the air. I'm like, yeah, I'm not paying these.
Steve, you can't just ignore the
Charity for like a year and a half did like a travel assignment across the bridge, and they would just be like, "Hey, you got a bunch of tolls." I was like, "Yeah, it's cool."
You're gonna pay them when you go get your car registered.
Yeah.
Okay. Burlington. I was extremely disappointing. I had been looking forward to this for weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Just like one of these days, I'm not gonna go to my regular ones. I'm just gonna step outside of my comfort zone and go over there. I was in there 8 minutes.
It was just like it sucks.
It sucked. It sucked. Everything I looked at on the rack sucked. The shoes sucked. It just sucks.
Like, it's terrible.
It was terrible. That one was one thing. What was the other thing? Oh, you know what I ended up doing? I was looking at a video. The homemade cooling devices. Fan, styrofoam. I'm watching the guy, make, it's like emergency cooling devices. Not that, you got DFH, you'll never need the emergency cooling devices. But I caught looking at you do it yourself home project, right?
Yeah.
And I just got intrigued watching him build this home cooling device. And then at the end of it, he got a bunch of ice and then put it into the box. And I'm just like, this is not practical.
I know.
If I got electricity and I got ice, I better have something to be able to cool down with.
Yeah, I should be able to just go buy a fan or something for a little while.
I should be able to cool myself down without having to make a tubular box fan device air condition. I'm like, am I living in somebody's garage or something? Like, this is terrible, Yeah, so those are the two things that just got me so unreasonably worked up. Yeah, the trip to Burlington, and why did I spend so much time looking at it do-it-yourself air conditioner? Okay.
What exactly was wrong with Burlington? Like, it just was.
It just sucked.
Like,
there's nothing cool.
Oh, just bad selection. Yeah.
Okay. The size just sucked. There was probably one size 13 shoe in the whole store, and it's like it was. But I had been looking forward to it. Is what made it suck. Okay.
So can you just for a little bit, just for a few minutes, let me talk about this weekend, because there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm excited about.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to be doing pregame with Blankenbaker.
You're doing pregame.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. It looks like it's going to be at 4:00. So that's going to be fun. Card March is going to be epic. By the way, we're going to hear from Coach Brom here at 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock, Coach Brom.
So be ready for that. But also the university's doing a lot of cool stuff. Brian Brom's jersey is going to be getting honored.
Okay. Yeah, I thought there was going to be something.
Yep. They're going to be doing some stuff with that. There's going to be there might be some former players that are going to be there. I mean, it's going to be a big time atmosphere.
Do you realize this is going to be our player game? Like,
yeah,
I get jealous looking at other teams when they have their player games. Just like watching, like Emmitt Smith will be down at Florida games on the sideline. Just like whenever you see the big cachet blue blood football schools and you see their guys stalking the sideline, and they just look up like they're over there kicking it with the team.
Yep.
I'm like, I do like those games. Like there was I guess it was last year when Jalen went back to Tennessee, and I just saw, just when you see just everybody on the sidelines of their university at the one big game, it's like you can't simulate that kind of juice.
Got him.
No, I mean, and there's going to be a ton of that in the stadium on Saturday.
And we're going to have to capitalize. And the best way to capitalize is start your Monday with Dan Furman. Dan, thanks for joining us on 93.9. How's it going?
There they are. What's going on, guys? Starting off your Monday with a chance to get involved at Cardinal Stadium this weekend. It's big.
Listen, you sounded like you were going to dive right on into it. We're glad to have you. Tell us what we got in store to really take advantage of a not quite a homecoming, but it might as well be a homecoming weekend.
Hey, it's a huge weekend, and I think we've been waiting for this for a long time, right? So there's a lot of excitement going on around Louisville football, and from the get-go, at 502 Circle, we told people we were gonna meet them where they're at, right? Mm-hmm. We were gonna try to get as many people involved as we can, and this is just another way for 502 Circle, the athletic department, Learfield, all to collaborate and give our fans an opportunity for that first time out of the second quarter to be able to give and jump on board a 502 Circle and support our student athletes.
First time out of the second quarter?
First time out of the second quarter, man. So it's going to happen quick. So I need everybody to download that link that's floating around on Twitter. It'll go out in some of the season ticket member emails this week. Make sure you bookmark that link and get that thing saved up. I believe it's 502 Circle /give. So make sure you get involved in that. There'll be QR codes floating throughout the all those video boards so that you're ready to go. It's a nice and easy click to give. Basically, you're 3 clicks away from helping out a variety of student athletes and being a part of this and helping us continue to compete at a really high level. I mean, we hear from other schools they're trying to do some similar things around the country, and these are schools that we want to compete against, right? The Ole Misses of the world, Tennessee's. A lot of these schools are continuing to provide some of these opportunities for their fans and their donors to engage. So for us, it's exciting, and we're going to try and continue to push this thing forward, and every win matters.
this is what I'm gonna do. I think I may have tainted your coverage of this. You went a little fast. Kind of start over and kind of explain to people exactly what we're doing as far as we're going to do a flash fundraiser during the game out of the second time out. Like I said, I just think we got going a little too fast. So kind of start over from the beginning. Like what is exactly going on?
Absolutely, man. So we've got a flash give campaign that's going to run at the first time out of the second quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what we're going to do is ask as many people in the stadium to give to 502 Circle for that stretch of 3 minutes. So it's a 3-minute timeout. So we're going to see how much money we can raise in 3 minutes. Our challenge is to raise $30,000. So we want to raise $30,000 in 3 minutes during that timeout. You're going to have a ton of different ways that you can scan QR codes on the video boards. You can get involved through the links that you're going to get through season ticket member communication this week. There's a lot of ways for you to grab that link or grab that QR code, and anything helps. $15, $20, $25. Get involved, support 502 Circle, and let's keep pushing this thing forward.
I know Drew mentioned this earlier to you, Dan, but is there going to be a bigger fan on planet Earth than, and Dan Furman's already a big fan, but is there going to be a bigger first quarter fan? I mean, if Louisville's up 14-0 or something, it's like I might be like, I'm gonna call my wife, babe. If you're missing $1,000, it's because of me. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. But I mean, I think it will be important, regardless of. And this is a chance for people to get involved. And again, I want to clarify. You're not telling people that they give what you can, right? I mean, this isn't something where, I mean, hey, if 20,000 people give $10, it's a lot of money,
No doubt. I mean, and that's what we're trying to do, right? This is a all hands on deck type of concept. From the get go, Mark Spiegel, who founded the collective out of Atlanta, has just done an awesome job of giving our team basically the leeway of, hey, go try things, like go get creative and do things that other collectives haven't necessarily tried, or we haven't seen other people have success or fail. So that's exactly what we're doing here, and the department has been a huge proponent of that as well. And I mean, if you think about it, when you have 20,000 people give $10, we could raise $200,000. That'd be insane, right? So that's what the power of many is, right? And that's what this community has done for athletics over time, anyway, right? Like, this community has always had our back and had our student athletes back, and I think that this is something that will continue to prove that. And it's kind of, for me, a little bit of a chance for us to make a statement, right? You're 5-0, you're rolling into the Notre Dame game. It's going to be primetime TV, and we got a chance to make another statement that, hey, we're on our way. Like, we're going to continue to push the envelope here and put our student athletes in an incredible spot on the NIL front to compete at a really high level, and provide the department and our coaches with the resources they need to keep getting it done.
Providing our coaches and our programs with the resources they need to get it done is a great closing statement. Listen, this is your open platform. Anytime you want to get another message, if you want to tell us about any future endeavors you're working on, please feel free to jump on anytime. If you want to give a shout out, you
guys are the best. We appreciate you. And if you need anything from us, always holler at us. But make sure you scan those QR codes, continue to spread that word throughout the week, and let's go make this thing happen. 30,000 in 3 minutes.
Absolutely. Dan Furman, I appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon.
Take care, guys. Talk to you soon.
Yeah,
all right.
Absolutely. That's a good idea, man.
Great idea.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, they're working hard, man. And I would suggest, man, go ahead and have that. I mean, there'll be a QR code there in the stadium and stuff, but maybe go ahead and have that in your browser, man. That 502. If you,
we're gonna raise 300,000.
I mean, I think
we're gonna destroy that.
I think we can destroy 30.
Yeah,
I'll be really disappointed if we didn't get that.
If we didn't get $30,000 in the first time out, or the first time out of the second quarter,
6,000 people there. We need to find a way to make a little money for the university.
Yeah,
I mean,
indeed.
But go to 502circle.com/give. I would recommend go ahead and have that in your browser. Go ahead and have it pull. It's an easy screen. I mean, you pull it
Very
up.
simple. Yeah, very simple, streamlined screen.
Yep, you pull it up. It's super easy. You can just boom, boom, boom. This is my bet. Or, my bet.
It's the same difference.
Yeah, but no, it is funny. But it's like, man, imagine Louisville scores a touchdown right before that or something, or you're up 10-0 or 7-0 or whatever.
You're just getting excited.
It's like,
take my money.
What do I got?
Yeah.
How much was my check this week?
Yeah.
Well,
look,
how much was your check this week?
I need to keep that kid.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I need the resources to keep.
But
George,
all jokes aside, that's something to remember. You're in there, you're having a good time. Would it not be worth for $10-20? Shoot $10-20 and just say, man, I'm having a good time. I want more seasons like this.
And my guys need the resources to be able to do something.
Well,
like this.
and look ahead at the schedules. We love what we got. And we need to beef it up a little bit because, I mean, you're going to be playing Georgia, Texas A&M, Clemson.
Are we going to buy our way out of Georgia?
No, they might buy their way out of us. If the SEC, depending on what happens there, I'm not so sure they're going to keep that home and home. I hope they do because I really want to go down there. I would love to go to that game down in Athens and bring Georgia in here just to, to see that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that'll be a great game.
Kentucky's going to beat them.
Well, Georgia's only favored by 19, so
is he gonna kneel on the ball the whole time to cover?
I mean, Kentucky has played nothing.
Nikki, go ahead and play us out so we can get to it. On the other side, 11 o'clock hour, we got Coach Jeff Brom with his comments on North Carolina State. We're kind of closing up that game a little bit.
I bet he talks about Notre Dame.
Slightly. He won't give
You're like a thief of joy on Monday.
No, you're the thief of joy trying to leave what we just accomplished.
Yeah. It was Friday.
We just went to Raleigh and won.
Yeah, I mean,
a hard-fought, tough game. We learned about ourselves and so many. We overcame adversity. All kind of things. What kind of music is this?
Just find a way to win.
I can
move on to the next.
This is called Planet of the Amazons. Has definitely a Wu-Tang feel to it, right? A little bit.
You keep saying that.
You don't feel that?
Every song you play, you're like, it's got a
No,
Wu-Tang
it's not like a trap thing, but it has that that little quick pace.
Like, does it have a Wu-Tang feel?
Text in. Does this beat feel with a Wu-Tang?
In Nikki's mind, it has a Wu-Tang feel. It makes him
because
feel
it does. Tanner, does this sound like Wu-Tang to you?
A little Wu-Tangy.
White kid to white kid. God no.
It said God no.
Tanner's just trying to suck up.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah, they would slow it down a little bit. They'd add some drums.
Yeah, like they would, pretty much change the whole thing. Yeah, it would be right down their alley.
Rolling along, 93.9 DeVille.
There it is, slower.
Yeah,
that works.
That would work.
Tech-savvy professionals delivering equipment, technology, and service for all your office, network, and print communication needs. Look no further.
Just whistle for Duplicator Sales and Service.
High-quality office equipment, print, and IT solutions at fair and transparent pricing. That is Duplicator's commitment to you. Your tech-savvy office equipment and outsourced IT professionals can simplify your daily work process wherever you find yourself working with world-class network business machines and solutions from Rico and Savin.
For today and tomorrow.
And that commitment continues with their commercial print and mailing division, Derby City Litho. Check out the Rico Pro C7210 graphic print system providing superior color output. Duplicator Sales, Derby City Litho, Corporate Mailing Systems, Rico, and 7. Call them at 502-589-5555 or visit them online, duplicatorsales.net, or at their store, 831 East Broadway, Louisville, with offices in Elizabethtown, Lexington, Paducah.
Just whistle for Duplicator Sales and Service.
When it's time to replace your heating and air system, we know people want options. That's why you'll always get a free second opinion with BJ Heating and Cooling. Plus, for a limited time, get up to $750 off a new Bryant system.
Call the experts you can trust at BJ Heating and Cooling.
When it's time to replace your heating and air system, we know people want options. That's why you'll always get a free second opinion with BJ Heating and Cooling. Plus, for a limited time, get 0% financing for 60 months on a new Bryant system.
Call the experts you can trust at BJ Heating and Cooling.
This time of year is Louisville's time to shine. And whether it's the beautiful sights at the track, the crack of the baseball bat at a AAA baseball game, or just the natural beauty that is the Bluegrass State, you're always reminded that there's no better place to live than right here in the Ville. So when you make that choice to buy or sell a home, call a real estate agent that knows this area, that was born and raised in this area. Call Josh Jarbo. When working with Josh, you get a RE/MAX Properties East managing broker that has the knowledge, experience, and connections to make the home buying or selling process easier than ever before. So don't put it off any longer. Call Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590. That's 502-216-7590 and make Louisville or the surrounding area your home today.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Looking for new flooring to enjoy your home more and increase your home value? Corfage Floor Covering has you covered with in-stock inventory and installers who do quality work. We'll come to you, bring samples, and find a product that fits your needs and budget. Call me on my cell phone, 643-6111. That's 643-6111. I don't want you to be okay with your floor. I want you to love it.
You've got ants inside the house, mosquitoes outside the house, moles burrowing in your lawn, and termites eating your house from inside out. You're completely surrounded. Luckily, OPC Pest Services has a 4 seasons program that can help. OPC has been providing quality pest services since 1972. Protect your home and property and call OPC Pest Services for a free estimate at 969-9635 or visit opcpest.com. Again, that's 969-9635 or visit opcpest.com.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial # law on your cell phone. That's #529, offices Louisville.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold craft, tap, can, or bottled beer, 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Commonwealth Credit Union is growing and hiring. If
you go live to Jeff Brom's press conference, courtesy of our friends at U of L Health, making the impossible possible. That's the power of you.
Once again, we got to learn from the last game and how to correct some mistakes and get better and be more efficient and try to play as solid as we can for 60 minutes. And we'll work hard on this week on doing that and also preparing for Notre Dame. I think when you look at Notre Dame, extremely talented, very good on film, very, very strong on defense, strong, athletic, will cover you. They rank in the top in the nation in a lot of categories. So it'll be a challenge for us to be efficient and move the football. And on offense, they're going to pound you and run the football and utilize their experienced quarterback, really good running back, and tight end, and work from there. So we'll have our hands full. We're going to have to, win a lot of the small battles, not turn the ball over, be efficient, be good in the red zone, find ways to get turnovers, and that's going to be the recipe for trying to come out with a victory. But I know we're looking forward to playing a really high quality opponent on our home field.
What was NC State able to do to make it as hard as it was to run the ball compared to the previous games before that?
Well, NC State blitzed us, and they blitzed us a lot. And they had everybody up there stopping the run and getting after the quarterback. And obviously we didn't have enough good answers to counter that. I think as we look back on it, finding ways to have answers for all-out pressure. I mean, this was all-out pressure, cover zero pressure that I could have done a better job of helping us protect some things up and throw the ball over their head. I think when you looked at when we finally made plays, it was throwing the ball over their head because they were sitting on routes, stacking the box, and coming after the quarterback. We missed a few things protection-wise, but you know what? We could have had a better answer for all that as we look back on it. So that's on me. So we got to make sure that we got to help our quarterback. Anytime your quarterback gets hit a lot, it's going to affect him. It affected their quarterback as well. So I just think it was a good defensive battle that luckily we found a way to get enough plays in the second half to get some points. But, it was tough to get running yards with all those guys stacked up in there.
When you have a ranked matchup, sold-out crowd, primetime TV, all the fanfare, how do you keep that from being too much of a distraction to practice and keeping your guys locked in?
I actually don't think it'll be a distraction. Our guys have worked really hard. They know what's ahead of us. We try to treat everything as a one-game season. Without question, this is a unbelievable opportunity for our football team to go out and play a high-quality opponent. And, as I've said earlier in the season, the schedule just continues to get tougher and tougher and more challenging, which means we got to get better and better. And we have to get better each and every week in order to win. And that'll be a constant throughout the rest of the season. And it'll start this week. But you know what? When you have your fans behind you and on the field and loud and in the stands, you gotta feed off that. So we got to find ways to be efficient, make some plays, get them behind us, affect the other team, and use that as ways to gain an advantage. Well, I'm glad you reminded me of that. I forgot all about that. Brian is our little brother, but yes, he's very talented and he's accomplished a lot. I think he was a great player, and I think we all got a chance to watch him play. Just a tremendous passing quarterback who did a lot of great things. And I think now that we have him on staff, he's bright. He's very smart. He's always had great poise in the pocket and very calm, unlike myself. So I applaud him for that. And he helps our quarterback. So I just think, any great players that we've had come through here, it's great to recognize. And obviously Brian did some great things. So we're definitely very happy for him. And hopefully we can have a good day on Saturday.
Hartman's a very experienced guy, been around for a while. He had one of the worst games of his career here last year. When you go against him, what are the things that you have to be most aware of, and what does he do most effectively?
Well, anytime you have that experience, it's a plus, and he definitely utilizes that. He's very calm in the pocket. He's played a lot of football. He's played a lot of different offenses. This offense fits him very well because they run the football, utilize the tight ends, ask him to do enough but not carry the football team on his back. But when he has to, he can do that for sure. So I think as you watch him play, just like every quarterback, and just what they did to him here last year, if you can apply some pressure and get after him and make the decisions harder for him, cover receivers tighter and get in the backfield, it affects everybody. And it definitely affected him this past year when they played him. So that's a key for everybody, and definitely for a guy with this type of experience. As you look at the last game against Duke, he was very efficient. There was a period there where they got after him and blitzed him quite a bit, and they had him on his heels. And then when they dropped 8 on 4th and 16 to try to seal the game, he made him pay for it. So I just think he's very smart. He's very intelligent. He's played a lot of football, and if you make 1 or 2 mistakes, he's going to capitalize and score and turn it into touchdowns.
Jeff, a couple questions. Number one, defensively for Notre Dame, are they any similar to NC State, or did they do things totally different? And when you were at Trinity and got to be a senior, I know Notre Dame came after Brian. And
well, going back to Notre Dame defense, this will be the most talented defense we'll play today, without question. I mean, they've got talent and size and athleticism at all the positions. Up front, they're big and stout and stop the run and get after the quarterback. The linebacking core is athletic. They can run and tackle, and it shows up on film. And in the secondary, some really, really good players led by a dominant corner on one side. And they don't give up many yards in the passing game. So they're going to guard you and man you up and going to apply pressure at the same time and not give up a lot of easy completions. So, this is it'll be a great challenge for us on offense to be efficient, move the ball, and get points. When it comes to Notre Dame, I think anytime you go to the high school we went to, Notre Dame is a part of the action. And yeah, they recruited me. At the time, I had a scholarship offer there, but they had Rick Meyer as a commitment, who's the number 1 quarterback in the country. So even though I'm not real smart, I knew that, I probably shouldn't go there. And if Rick Meyer's going there, if I want to see the field, so that ruled that one out. But you know what, a ton of history, ton of tradition, won a lot of football games. And I think anytime you get a chance to play them, it's exciting for your players and your fans.
Jeff, even though the yards weren't there for Jawar, what kind of things did you see on tape, where he was trying to adjust to that, trying to push harder, and how do you feel like an experience like that will help him going forward?
Well, Jawar did a fine job. There just wasn't a whole lot of holes to open, a whole lot of holes to run in. And, we tried to establish a little bit of run early on, got a few chunks here and there. And then I think they just kind of bottled us up and then, of course, got a lead, which does affect the amount of runs that you're going to be able to run if you're trying to make a comeback. I think we, finally made a few plays in the passing game in the second half to help kind of get us going. But yes, we'd like to find the ways to get him a little more space to run the football, because that's when he's at his best. But he played hard. He hung in there, and just one of those games where, the running game wasn't as efficient as we would like it to be. And I think that's why you got to be good at both. And it doesn't mean you got to be 50-50. You just got to be good at both, because you never know when you're going to have to use each and every one of those. So luckily, we had some success in the passing game to help us come back and get a lead. And I just think we have to continue to, execute both the running and passing game. And without question, our best players, including Jawar, need to touch the ball quite a bit.
Jeff, just curious, Marcus Freeman was on the staff that you guys replaced at Purdue.
Who'd you say?
Marcus Freeman.
Oh, yes.
I'm just curious if you guys had any conversations during that kind of crossover, or, talking, or was there any consideration of bringing him on staff when you're at Purdue that first year?
Well, sure there was. I think Marcus is a really, really fine coach. He's coached a lot of football. He was a great player. Anytime you come in as a new staff, you talk to everybody and see where everything stands. And, he had opportunities and things didn't, happen where we kept him on there. But, he went and had great success since, and he's done a great job as a defensive coordinator and as a head coach. He's at one of the most prestigious schools in the country, leading them right now, and they're playing really good football at a high level. So I think he's done a fantastic job. So he's got really good coaches on the staff, and we're going to have our hands full. We're going to have to coach well, play well, and really be efficient in how we're doing things in all three segments, because this is a well-coached football team led by Coach Freeman.
Then obviously you guys had a lot of transfers come in, a new system and everything, but I guess what do you attribute to just things working as well as they have in terms of just guys making big plays and, the defense coming up the way that they have been able to last week?
Well, I think one of the things we really don't talk about all the new players we're going to have this past year, because I think it's going to happen every year. I think every year you're going to have new players arrive with the way this transfer portal is set up. So what you do is you get them here as fast as you can. Hopefully get them here in the spring. If not, you get them here in the summer. There's times in the summer months to kind of get them on the field on their own and get a plan together where they can work on their own without us legally being out there, and what you have to utilize. And then in fall camp, you gotta put it all together, and you've got to get as many reps in as you can. So I think that our guys have practiced a lot. They should understand what we're doing. Obviously, there's some nuances that we got to continue to correct. That does take a little time. There was some things in the past game we weren't as precise on that we need to be better at and crisper at. So we got to work hard at getting better at that. But these guys have worked hard, and they play hard, and they play to the end. So I give them all the credit. They hung in there when things didn't look good at halftime and we hadn't scored a point. We're down by 10 points, and they were positive, and they knew we'd kind of been there before, down at halftime and up at halftime, and things didn't go as well. So we just had to, figure it out and play hard. And but they were into it, and I give them a lot of credit. They played hard to the very end. They finished the game. They didn't give up. They don't point fingers, and they know that, because we talk about it. They know that, every game is probably going to be like that. If we can have some that aren't, that's great. But every game is going to go down to the wire, and you've got to be able to just hang in there and play tough for 60 minutes and block out a couple of negative things that happen along the way and just kind of try to overcome it. And when it's over, you look at the scoreboard and hope that you have enough points. But these guys have done a good job to this point.
Three-part question. In a state that doesn't historically produce a lot of elite prospects, you and Kentucky are both 5-0, both ranked. How do you explain that? Do you think it's sustainable? And how much does NIL play into that?
Well, I just think that, I can speak for us. You try to put a plan together and go out there and try to win football games. And through 5 games, we've been able to do just enough to get that done. So beyond that, I don't know what's going to happen the next week or the next week. So I just think we got to continue to get better and work through it. And we'll see what our record is at the end. And that's kind of how we approach it. But I know up the road, they've had a good start. They're well coached. They've had success. They can run the football. They play great defense. And I think anytime you can play great defense and run the football, you're going to have a chance to win. So if you can get those elements going and find a way to be effective in the passing game to create big plays, you should have a chance to win in every game, as long as you're doing the small things. And other than that, it's nothing more than, trying to do our part as coaches and our part as players and go out there and compete to win. And, right now, we've got off to, a pretty decent start, and so have they. So we just got to continue on our part. We have bigger challenges ahead of us. We got to figure out ways to win the next football game.
You guys are ranked for the first time in a long time. Is there a sense of pride that comes with that, seeing that number next to your name, or is it just something you just look at it and just keep it moving, don't think anything of it?
Well, I think, for our fans and our players' families, anything like that is always great. For us, the ranking at the end is what matters, and we understand that. I've been on teams where we've started 6-0 and we lost the next 6. I've been on other teams where we've started bad and we found a way to win a lot of big games. So this thing can change really fast. And as soon as you think that you're comfortable going in the right direction, you're going to get hit in the mouth and knocked to the ground. So we got to push forward. This team we're playing, if we're not really ready to play and hitting on all cylinders, it'll be a long day. And we have to play really good football in order to win. And I think we know that some mistakes we've made in the last few weeks, we've got to correct them and try not to allow them to happen again, and really play a tough brand of football if we want to win against Notre Dame.
With the 5-0 start, and then this is a national TV game against a team like Notre Dame, how have you noticed more response from recruits and stuff to what you guys are interested in, and how big of a showcase will this game be for what you want to do?
Well, I think so. I think the recruiting is always important. That part has gone pretty well to this point. Everything matters. Developing relationships, winning football games, showing to them a plan for them to help them achieve their goals, get to the next level. And we just got to continue to work through that as we're playing during the season. And then, of course, whether it's high school recruits or transfer recruits, we've got to be in the ball game and ready to compete. And so yes, winning matters. So I think it's important that we go out and play a good brand of football this week and try to find a way to win. And if you just keep pushing forward, the recruiting can pick up even more. And we've got I think a good plan together to try to do the best job to continue to bring in great prospects that want to be a part of it. And we got a lot to sell with a tremendous stadium and great fan base and good young hungry players and coaching staff that I think works really hard to help develop our guys and do it the right way. So everything matters. And of course, winning football games is very important.
Jeff, how much did you maybe deliberate doing something other than kicking a 53-yarder, and any hesitation there in sending Brock out there, having already missed one in that game?
Well, you know what? I always want to kick because I feel confident that Brock can kick it out there pretty far, and he's got experience. I mean, anybody that can punt and kick and do all those things, he's a really tough young man and athletic. When we decided, there was a little debate of whether that was too far, and I think Carl may have said to me, "Are you sure you want to kick?" And I said, "You know what? Let's." I'm not going to say I was 100% for sure, but I said, no, we need to go try to make this kick. I've seen him kick it this far before and try to get some points. And luckily, sometimes it works, it doesn't. But the one he missed earlier, he didn't hit it solid. I thought he rushed it just a tad bit, and it was from there. It was just like, hey, just get a solid foot on this thing and kick it out there, and he got a solid foot on it. So of course, it helped us win the game. And but Brock's been steady. I mean, he's I know he missed a one, but he's been steady and he works really hard, and he's a valuable component to us winning football games. He helped us win the Georgia Tech game, and he's just been a really good kicker through 5 games. Thank you.
That was Coach Jeff Brom. It was a good kick. That was a really good kick.
Well, I was going to get there today at some point. It was a great kick. I mean, it was a school record kick. It's in.
Did that surprise you? That's a record.
Yeah, I mean, but 53
We
yard
had
kick.
some kickers, man.
Yeah, but I mean, how many times did they really line up at 53? I mean, like you think of guys like Art Carmody and stuff, and it's like, well, most of the time we get to the red zone and then just get stopped. Like, you got to hit it. It
was a big time kick.
It was. In a game where touchdowns were hard to come by, or when you did come by, they got taken away.
And a punter.
He's good, man. He's
That's
athletic. And he threw for one too. I mean, it got called back.
That was a terrible call.
I mean, he's an athlete, man.
It's funny. I think I said it maybe right after the first within the last 2 weeks, I guess. Listening to Coach Brom talk about Travelstead and how much of an athlete he is, I'm like, Coach, you're showing your hand. Like,
yeah,
you're telling us that he's running a fake.
Sure.
Like once you start complimenting on a guy surprisingly athletic, it's like, yeah, that's fake city. This is a great play.
Yeah,
it's a great play tonight. And we were falling. Was it Callaway who caught it?
Yes, I believe so.
Callaway was already past the guy.
It was a first down. He had already gotten a first down.
Right.
And he gained about 2 yards after the hold. I'm like, guys, okay. But when you're trying to keep it to 3, then, I mean, that's
What are you saying, Steve? At this point, what are you saying?
Well, I'm saying, and I know we got to go to break here in a second, but I'm saying that the gambling is live now, and that's what happens. And if you want to do it here, the wait is over. The wait is over.
You want to separate this a little bit?
Well,
I'm listening.
I mean, that's DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is now, and college. Well, they're not an official partner, but they do college. Is now live in the state of Kentucky, right in time for the NFL season. Now you can legally bet on all your favorite sports anytime, anywhere, right here in Kentucky with DraftKings. For a limited time, new customers who sign up with promo code THEVILLE will receive $200 instantly in bonus bets. DraftKings has the best features, including same-game parlays, player props, and more, with fast, easy payouts right at your fingertips. Like tonight, you discussed it earlier, man. You jump on there tonight and you
Seattle
have
Giants.
Seattle and the Giants, and there'll be props, there'll be everything. There'll even be little put together parlays. Like, it's really neat. You just boom,
pre-made parlays.
yeah, and just hit it and enjoy. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers can use promo code TheVille, and you're gonna get. Wow, I totally butchered that. Yeah, I jumped right ahead because I forgot to tell you that for a limited time, customers who sign up with promo code TheVille will get $200 instantly in bonus bets. You'll have props, same game parlays, player props, more fast, easy payouts. The payouts too go straight to you. You just hit boom, payout, you're done. So download that DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Customers can use promo code TheVille. You get a $200 instantly in bonus bets when you place a $5 bet on anything in Kentucky. So just make a little $5 bet, no problem. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook, code TheVille. If you got a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER, 18 or older, physically present in Kentucky. Eligibility and restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after their issue. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/Kentucky.
Another thing, let me give it before we hit the break. There's two reminders. Number one, a serious special thanks to one of the newest members of the team, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, for every home, building, business, or municipality that all rely on the movement these pumps provide. The moment you need a water or sewage pump, you should be thinking Kentuckiana Pump Sales. They're like first responders or essential personnel. Over 35 years of experience, best service, fairest possible price, and it's right in Jeffersonville, Indiana. Go see Harold, go see Mark, and they'll find out exactly what you need. Utility, sump, affluent, grinder, sewage, anything you need. 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jefferson, Indiana, of course. Or you can give them a call, 812-725-9217, or simply visit KentuckianaPumps.com. Today, they're having the Denny Crum Scholarship Foundation event. That is today. The silent auction will be up until 6 p.m. Then they have an awards banquet. You want to I'll get into the commercial break and I'll give you all the information, but you want to keep a close ear for the Denny Crum Scholarship Foundation. They've made a pact to continue to raise money. Actually, I have it right here. You can go to, I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna actually post the link, crum.givesmart.com. So it's crum.givesmart.com. If you want to donate to the Denny Crum Scholarship Foundation, it goes to local Louisville students, scholarship money for them to attend the University of Louisville. It's been 21 years. Like I said, you had the scramble this morning. They got lunch out there today. Okay, in the evening, the live and silent auction reception will be held at the PNC Club at Cardinal Stadium tonight. The live and silent auction reception will be held in the PNC Club at Cardinal Stadium this evening. Promises to be a fun-filled event. Some great live auction items. I've seen it, people. I've seen it. I've done it. It's awesome. The PNC Club. Vascular silent auctions. Awards presentations, appetizers, heavy appetizers, open bar, celebration, former U of L players, and special appearances by, you can figure it out. Go see free stuff, surprise appearances. Doors open at 6 p.m. The auction will begin at 7. That's everything you need to know. But yeah, PNC Club tonight. Doors open 6 o'clock. Quick commercial break. Last commercial break. Coming up, we're going to see the results of Moneyline Maven. 93.9 The Ville.
Saving up for your goals should be effortless. That's why Commonwealth Credit Union invented Roundup. Roundup automatically puts money into your savings account by rounding up every purchase to the nearest dollar. In fact, last year, our members saved $5.5 million just through Roundup. We'll even match your savings for the first 90 days. Visit ccuky.org/Roundup to learn more and make your savings effortless. Only from Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently. Insured by NCUA. Call us at 1-800-228-6420 for details.
Enjoy all your favorite sports like never before at BetMGM. Sign up using code NICKYV and receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. When you register with BetMGM, you'll get instant access to a variety of parlay selection features, live betting options, player props, and the best daily promotions in the business. And with BetMGM at your fingertips, every play and every game matter more than ever. Place your money line, prop, and parlay bets with the king of sportsbooks today. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly and offer resources to help you make appropriate choices. BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 plus to wager. Kentucky only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets. Bonus bets expire 7 days from issuance. BetMGM's license is pending with the Kentucky Horse Racing Commission. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Hello and welcome to The Kroger Show. At Kroger, everyone wins when it comes to saving big. Because when you order online through the Kroger app, you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards on pickup or delivery that you do in-store with no hidden fees or markups. Best of all, you'll know when items in your cart have a coupon, so you never miss a deal. So whether you're a delivery lover, picker-upper, or you shop in-store, you'll always save big at Kroger. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hey, Cards fans. Do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
This time of year is Louisville's time to shine. And whether it's the beautiful sights at the track, the crack of the baseball bat at a AAA baseball game, or just the natural beauty that is the Bluegrass State, you're always reminded that there's no better place to live than right here in the Ville. So when you make that choice to buy or sell a home, call a real estate agent that knows this area, that was born and raised in this area. Call Josh Jarbo. When working with Josh, you get a RE/MAX Properties East managing broker that has the knowledge, experience, and connections to make the home buying or selling process easier than ever before. Put it off any longer. Call Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590. That's 502-216-7590 and make Louisville or the surrounding area your home today.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
Another summer ending, and maybe you notice this summer that your energy is lower and your workouts not so productive. Perhaps you aren't sleeping as well and feel foggy all the time, and maybe your sex drive is off. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're experiencing some or all of these symptoms, it's likely you have low testosterone. And if that's what's going on with you, don't wait. You need to call us at Tri-State Men's Health and get treated for your low T, because living with low testosterone is no way to live. With our low T treatments, if you're like most guys, your life will change considerably. Improved sleep, better energy, greater gains in the gym, better mental clarity, and your sex drive will likely improve as well. Plus, most men see these results in just a few weeks. So call us. Your initial appointment includes a PSA and T-test and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 offices, Louisville and Cincinnati. Tri-State Men's Health, a Promenic restorative health practice.
30. And your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today. Welcome back to today's Martin Raven. 8150-939 is the number. 939 is the station. Before we get into the Money Line Maven segment, let me take a second to remind everybody that your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated. Will provide free estimates, and of course, they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? So let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today. While we are efforting to get the sound to open the Money Line Maven. While we're getting ready for the Money Line Maven segment, after we find the hidden,
which is apparently like is hid is the Holy Grail, because there was 4 producers on Friday looking for it.
They were all looking for it.
Look, 2 producers and 2 interns.
Would it
were
be
searching everywhere for this?
Is it possible that 4 people would not be able to find a Money Line Maven clip?
Yeah. I mean, they were like, it's not here.
I think it just means I do the work of 4 guys.
It might be.
Like,
it might be.
Got the might of 10 men.
They're going to start hiding
Somebody
stuff.
said they're getting the ESPN feed right now.
Ooh.
And they're not happy.
Ooh. No, they didn't wait for the Money Line Maven segment to start going ESPN feed.
Said, yeah. All right, we got it.
Okay, we're good to go.
All right, it was Tanner's fault. Don't worry about it, guys.
Strike one.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve. We pick winners around here. Money Line Maven, Nikki the Boot. We ready when you are?
Results
of Money Line Maven. Get ready for Money Line Maven.
Yes! Hey, come on. He can't lose. He can't lose.
Allegedly. I mean, the segment sounds amazing.
Allegedly.
You want to do this innovative thing that has never been proven before. I'm not here to tell you to never do that. However, most businesses go out of business for a multitude of reasons, but the number one reason is
there is no such thing as a sure thing.
Yeah, right.
That's why they call it gambling.
Guarantees. Actually, I won't call it guarantees.
No, you've already said it.
But
Guarantees it.
Steve.
And if he doesn't hit them, he'll pay you back.
Allegedly.
Here comes the money.
Allegedly.
I started off number 1, Louisville over North Carolina State.
Louisville over NC State.
That's how you do it. Money Line Maven, strike the game.
Boom. Tennessee over South Carolina.
Easy pickings, people. Boom, boom, boom.
Washington over Arizona.
Money Line Maven is rolling.
Oklahoma over Iowa State.
The money is flowing and rolling and keep rolling.
Oregon over Stanford.
Not a doubt in my mind. Not a sweat on my brow. Rolling.
Michigan over Nebraska.
Man, do I know how to pick a winner or do it's the 10-team parlay. That's about 5-6 games already. Keep rolling, Steve.
Penn State.
Penn
A
State.
little bit of scare early. Ended up winning 41-13
Never scared.
over Northwestern.
I ain't never scared. What? I ain't never scared.
USC, even though Colorado tightened up that anus a little bit.
Not a doubt in my mind.
USC over Colorado.
I know how to pick a winner, Steve. Mizzou rolls over Vandy, of course. I saw the Kentucky Vandy, and I said, give me Mizzou all day on the road.
And
last but not least, for week 2
of 9.
9 out of the 9. Let's have it, Steve.
And last but not least, well, go ahead and cut the music, Tanner. Yeah, you just cut it out. I don't know how to tell you. Bowling Green beat Georgia Tech.
What?
It didn't really just beat them. They kind of picked the whole game.
What?
Bowling Green over Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech didn't win. That was a should have stuck with Clemson.
I should have stuck with Clemson. Did I lose the 10th game out of a 10-team parlay?
You're now on the season 19 for 20. You almost went a perfect and won everybody a free $60-some.
Oh my God. Did you blow this for me, Georgia Tech? Steve, there's a saying, listen to your gut, Steve. Now I think I have a clip here, Steve, of my gut the moment I picked this game. I'm going to try to play this. And let's see if people can hear it. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, let's do it. Oh, this is going to suck. Georgia Tech over Bowling Green.
You should have known. Should have went with your gut, man.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? That was Marcus Maben fighting himself. I said, this one's gonna suck. Instead of going Clemson over Syracuse, I cowered out and ran into Bowling Green.
Well, the money line Maven was, you know who I blame? I agree with the texter from earlier today. I blame Nick. He really blew it.
He really, you know what? That's true. Where was that folder? Where's the folder? Do you know where to find that from now on? Okay.
I got it now. We did do Moneyline Maven and didn't have
the sound.
Yeah.
We didn't have the sound on the picking.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would have been in the rhythm. I would have been in the groove, and I'll just say, give me that Syracuse. Give me that Clemson over Syracuse.
Yeah.
It's been that easy.
Yeah, money. You'd
money,
like,
money.
Oh, man, you'd have been like, give me, hey, man. It would have gave you the confidence.
You could literally hear
I know.
the moment I was like, this doesn't feel right about
good.
this. Yeah, it
not
just
good.
doesn't feel right.
And it wasn't. And you lost.
Zachy C's happy though. That's a Bowling Green grad.
Yeah, see? Yeah, and Zach was like, hey, man, going against my team.
And I forgot about that.
Yeah, man. I mean, that whole pick.
I mean, even him just bringing up, give me underdog.
I know.
Yeah, just like.
He felt like it was. Or you should have picked Bowling Green. I'll start picking some underdogs. No, we need money.
I'm not here to gamble. I'm here to win. But I had the one gambling moment with Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
I wrote like I literally wrote some of the meanest things I could write about Georgia Tech football on a notepad, and I was going to come in here and say them all. Right? And I just said, I'm never going to participate with Georgia. Like Georgia Tech in the sports world, we're finished.
Yeah.
You cost me a 10-team parlay.
That's bad. Yeah, that was garbage.
You got wasted at home by Bowling Green. They paid it was like a Kelly or not Kelly Dickey. I read a stat like they paid like $1.1 million to get wasted at home by Bowling Green.
Dude,
it was gross. It was gross. So gamblers, I'll get you on the rebound. Don't worry about it. Don't lose confidence in Moneyline Maven. Okay. Did you see that kid, that quarterback for LSU get smoked?
Oh.
Alderman. That was a good Alderman.
Oh, no.
Good job.
We laid the wood.
We did.
I mean, there ain't no doubt about that. But no, man, there was some big hits this weekend, but that one might have been the one, man.
The Alderman hit or the quarterback?
No, the Alderman hit was there, but I mean, man, the way that dude from Ole Miss hit Jaden Daniels, I mean, he knocked him off his feet. I mean, it was like he knocked him into a portal or something. It was like,
and he tried to get up and play through it, and they were like, dude,
yeah,
get up just not like.
Did he fumble too? It's like,
yeah, I think he fumbled, but
they got it back.
Yeah, it didn't go far enough away from him.
Man, dude.
Okay, last takeaways from NC State. Yeah, let's address the Jack Plummer. What do you think about it? Yeah, because he was a conversation.
Fair enough.
Who was your MVP first and foremost
of the game?
Yeah, I got corrected on that. Someone asked me during the night show who I thought the MVP was.
Yeah.
I said originally Clark Jr.
Which he played a great game.
He played a great game.
Like, I mean, that's another one. That's a Georgia State transfer that like nobody really thought about. And then you're like, dude, I mean, he come up huge.
But Stephon Perrier corrected me.
Ramon
Perrier
had a heck of a game, man.
He was the MVP.
He had a heck of a game.
Once I went through I replayed the game.
I mean, it wasn't just the last play.
I know
he dominated up front.
Yep.
I mean, he really did. He dominated that game.
So I had to gracefully, change my mind.
Chris Bell would be up there too on the offensive end because I mean he made two of the biggest plays. I mean you don't want to.
It's nice when you can throw a ball up, man, and trust your receiver to go. Hey, don't let it get picked.
Yep.
At the very least, don't let it get picked and go fight for the ball.
That's
a good luxury, man.
I mean Jordan again had a big game. It's nice having a back that runs that hard.
You know what? I want to give Jordan Hart a compliment. You could see he was not being selfish. You know, guys that are trying to get their yards, they don't follow the blocking scheme. They look for deviate. They look to, the reverse field or make a play, just trying to, they jump out of their lanes. He still trusted that his lanes were going to open up if he follows back. Because sometimes you're like, man, there might be a backdoor cut out of there. He stuck to his runs. He did not get selfish. So I wanted to give him an individual personal compliment. It says a lot about that team too. Like I said, guys that are getting really big numbers. He was not worried about his numbers.
Sure.
That's a good athlete spirit in Jamar Joyce. I want to give a quick shout out compliment to him.
I totally agree. But I would have a hard time not giving the MVP to a defensive player because Stephen Herring had a great game.
Listen, in his leadership.
Alderman as well.
Yep. Alderman's all over the field. Herring did a great job. I like Herring's leadership, man.
Cam Kelly forced 2 turnovers, had an interception. He's the one that hit Brendan Armstrong, forced a fumble. I mean, it would be hard not to go with him.
Big time hit. I
mean, that's why I say it's such a cop out, but it's like I almost just say, look, the game ball's the defense, man. I mean, you guys, that was just such. I mean, they put together. It's very rare you see one side of the ball put together an entire game. They put together an entire football game on the road in the toughest environment they'll play in all year, probably. I mean, I don't think they'll play in a tougher environment. Do you realize we only play 2 more away games?
I remember thinking about that.
Pitt sucks out loud. and then you go to Miami, which is going to be a really tough game. But I don't know that environment is going to be worse.
Did I say his name backwards or something?
And you said Jordan.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I do that sometimes.
I step away for 1 minute, and Tanner sending it to national. You forget how to talk. You guys need.
No, I say that all the time. That's not forgetting. that's just a regular mistake I make.
I wanted to let people know too. I'm going to definitely stop up there, but of course, people heard about the Jake, honoring Jake. Yep. We've been doing that. Tomorrow, there's going to be a happy hour all day over at Waldo's Chicken in Norton Commons. They're going to have a gift card raffle. 15% of all the proceeds will go to the Luxemburger family. So that'll be tomorrow, October 3rd, over there, right in the middle of Norton Commons on Meeting Street. So go over there. If you haven't been over to that Waldo's Chicken, it's a cool spot. It's a really cool spot. It's a nice spot. So yeah, get over there, man. And somebody said, I take it Lawrence hasn't called in the show today because our defense won that game. Lawrence. My guy.
Okay, so bow ribbons on Jack Plummer.
Yeah. Okay. Let me put this to bed. Like my poor cousin and some other people. Like Jack's going to be the quarterback all season. Like that's so.
Did you feel like you had to say that out loud?
I sometimes I do during games. It's like you can critique however you want, but he's not going to not be the quarterback. So without an I word. So there's that. This was the first game though where he did. I've always said with Jack, he never really makes the wrong read. It's just sometimes that where it should be. This was the first game. There was a few times I think he just made the wrong read. It was like, what are you doing? He had a couple throws that you're like, where are you throwing it, son?
But let me alternate universe that.
Okay.
He came out ready. You can put it this way. I saw
agree.
A huge improvement in the sturdiness of his stance between this week and last week.
Sure.
He kind of stopped doing the fade ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happens though, and this is in my extreme expert opinion in body mechanics.
By the way, Pitt will be a 6:30 game. Just came out. So if anybody's wondering.
He started off firing the ball
Mm-hmm.
hard. I said this, that night about this is what Lamar used to do. Lamar would fire the ball early. He'd come out with hot footballs, going to his receivers. If they dropped a couple early, Lamar got hesitant, and his accuracy. He how Coach Brown talked about him committing to the throw, like really getting your arm and body into it.
Yep.
I think once he gets a drop, he tries to throw the ball softer so his players don't drop it. A guy has an arm like that. He doesn't feel comfortable just ripping it, right?
Yep.
You get a couple of drops. He starts softening up on the throws. He starts losing his accuracy, starts hesitating a little more. But I thought early on, like I said, I think that's why you get the overthrow early on. He's trying to let it go, and not be still finicky with it. That's where you get the early overthrow. That's why you get, here's the thing. You run the out route. Jamari Thrash drops that one that he never drops. He drops that one. Couple guys, you get Chris Bell across the middle. You need one catch. He drops that. He's, like I say, he started losing his accuracy as the game went on. I was not ready to panic. But he's definitely going to have to be able to get his eyes comfortable looking at man-to-man coverage because it's not going to be a lot of zone free running guys.
Yeah.
He's going to have to, trust his arm and trust the receivers.
I agree with
a lot
that.
more moving forward.
I do worry a little bit, and we'll see. I do worry that teams may bring a lot more pressure on him now, because he did seem
Mike real fast,
a little shook up with the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he made good throws too. So at the end of the day, he's starting quarterback for a 5-0 team. I can't complain too much.
Mike, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
What's up?
Feeling good.
Not much, man. So I just wanted to say something about Plummer, man. I'm kind of afraid. I'm honestly afraid, man, because moving forward, man, I think the book may be out on him. Pressuring, but when you seem like he gets happy feet, man, it affects his decision making a little too much to be a 6-year guy. You know, as far as when he gets a little heat on him, especially when you get that multi-D, to where you got one up guy and DB's coming on the blitz. And like when they get back there, he gets happy feet. So, but if there's a clean pocket, your boys take Manning as long as he ain't got no pressure. So, how do you think we can fix that? Can we fix that, or is there something Brom can do to fix that? So I just want to see. Yes,
okay, Mike, I appreciate the call. I will say a couple of those. There's two plays that were on the left side of the line, the offensive line. We just missed the rusher. You know, they, like I said, they brought a linebacker kind of hooked around. We just fully whipped on it. So those are two plays. You got a guy in Plummer's face unscathed coming through the center part of the line, you know. Yeah. So Coach Brom did say there's a couple plays where we could our protection kind of let them down. Now on those, you get those blocked up, right? You get the extra seconds you need, you know, for Plummer to deliver. And he's, like I said, he's been delivering. Again, you can say little accuracy, and you got to be careful with that statement too. The 6th year, 6-year play, like he's been a starter for 6 years. Mistakes that people make under full pressure, it happened in the NFL too. Like he's not going to be a perfect quarterback. You know, he's a really, really good quarterback who's dropping dimes all over the field a lot of the game. Like I said,
I mean, that throw to Chris Bell.
We're asking
both of them.
Yeah, we're asking for a full professional level quarterback and then some.
Yeah.
Like if you're not complimenting how many dots he throws, here's the problem. A lot of guys suffer from this. Guy looks the part, the arm is there. So when he does something that you see as routine, you don't compliment it. You don't compliment a good, like I said, when they run the play action, he gets the ball batted down. That guy made a hell of a play, batting that ball down. And, of course, it's easy to say, oh, Plum, you just got to make that play happen. Like you can say that, but you can also say, okay, he's hit a lot of people. Did y'all just remember we've had some quarterbacks that couldn't really throw, so a lot of simple stuff. And he makes the simple stuff look so easy that we're, I don't want to get carried away nitpicking. Like I said, between the ears, he definitely got to play with confidence. Coach Brom has said it multiple times. Hey, we got to get him to commit to the throw. Trust what you see. Commit your full body to throwing it. Like I said, he's not the perfect quarterback. He's a damn good quarterback. He's been playing really good football. Like I said, it's irritating because we see the mistakes more than the good stuff because we're setting the bar a lot higher. When you see guys, running over, you see good offense and stuff like that. So yeah, Mike, I will say just hard work and practice. You're gonna have to say, hey, we can't screw up picking up the blitz. We're gonna get a lot of practice this week on picking up the blitz, and that's guaranteed. Like I say, you're not going to be able, and you got to tell Plummer, we're not going to be able to screen you out of the blitzes. We're not going to be able to screen you. We're going to have one or two.
I agree with this texter too. I think Brom will set up, and probably already has it. Like I know he had Jamari Thrash once and missed him, but
they did a great job grabbing him with pass interference too.
Yeah. But if teams are going to bring that type of pressure, maybe have a hot read, and he's got to get it out to that hot read, whatever he did there on the goal line, I'm going to excuse that as never do that again. And we'll just leave that one at that.
The guy was crossing and then he stopped and he threw it out. He didn't realize that guy stopped.
Well, he said he was going to throw. He said he was trying to burn it. So if he's trying to throw it away, I don't think we're going to have to figure that out. Yeah,
that was the worst.
Next time, throw that ball out of the entire stadium. But overall, he's 5-0 quarterback, and he's made some big plays as well. So I can live with that.
Big time passes up the sideline under pressure situations.
Big time throws. Yeah, he's made a lot.
As always, 8150-93.9. It's always the number 3831-93.9. It's always text line. Remember, tonight, 6 o'clock, PNC Club, Denny Crum Scholarship Foundation, silent auction and event. YouTube channels normally made for the bill. Midday Marks, 9 through 9 the bill.
Does this sound like Wu-Tang?